Hi and welcome to a little chit chat with me. I hope you're all well and enjoying your day or evening wherever you are in this wonderful world of ours. Well, lots of bullshitteries out there, isn't there? I want to just take you back to the four-way conversation and when everything went to the wayside. See, I'm a great believer that the good Lord and the universe always has your back. And you have to look at things as blessings and with love and with gratitude. And that four-way conversation is exactly that. It was brought to us for a reason. Because if that didn't happen, we wouldn't actually be right here in this position right now. What an absolute blessing. Let me explain that to you. You see, I'm going to call, well, you all know who I'm talking to, but I'm going to call her that person. I mean, I could have called her something different. OT comes to mind. Yeah, I'll leave that up to your imagination. Maybe I'll, elaborate on that a bit later. But I'll call her that person. I had asked her several times, and you all know this because you've heard it in my lives, who told Debs? And continually she said it was Becky. When it was found out, by Fiona mind you, when it was found out and Debs had told me everything, because I said I had conversed with the three of them, Debs, Fiona and Becky, all separately, and apologised and whatever. When Debs had told me, I had said to that person, asked again, why didn't you tell me? And her usual thing is to go, I did tell you, which she didn't. Because if she had told me, why would I go on 3 months campaign to find out who the person was that told Debs? Now, at the time when she said she told me, which she didn't, and I said to her that she didn't, she said, I did tell her, but I only told her, all I said to her was that it was about me. The conversation was about me and Trevor wasn't even mentioned. That's what she said. And she still continually tried to blame Becky and say that Becky was lying. I've seen messages where she's actually has said that, I had said that they were bagging, that Candor was bagging Trevor, which was not true. I have said all along in my lives that what was said is that it was a bit contradictive for him to say who Candor can and cannot have on his channel. Now, that person has written a post saying that I had said to her that the three of them were bagging Trevor. What an absolute lot of freaking bollocks. You see, when someone's a compulsive liar, in my opinion, they have to really remember what they say. So there's 4 stories right there over that four-way conversation. Now that is done and dusted and gone. But there's a pattern. Now this blessing is not only for me, for other people, including you, Slime, Michelle, Candor, Gertie, Anna Corinna, Kaylee Rayner, Megan's Mole, and a number of other people. This blessing is for all you guys, and you're totally going to understand when I get into it all very soon. Now, what is most interesting as well is when I was really unwell in September, I was on a phone call with her and I had thought I had a really bad UTI, and when I was on the phone call, I wasn't getting well. The whole month I wasn't well. She had started making me panic and say that it could have went into my kidneys, etc., and it could be septic, blah, blah, blah. And of course, that was a trigger for me because I had septicemia when I lost my stillborn twins, and I know what that entails. I nearly lost my life from that. So when she had said that her husband had had a really bad kidney infection and was rushed with blue lights to the hospital and nearly lost his life. That's all she said to me. Anyway, by the time the ambulance, the paramedics had come, they had thought I was having a heart attack because my heart rate went up to 140 and I was in a state because I was triggered. Anyhow, later on I get one of her many erratic phone calls about the fact that she said I had said something about a personal bit of her husband's private bits to Candor, which was again a lie. She never ever told me that. Candor's never mentioned that to me. I've never mentioned it to him. On his live, he had said that I had infection and they thought I was having a heart attack. And anyone can go back and listen to that live. Nothing was mentioned about her husband's private bits, because who in their right mind shares that with anyone anyway, especially a stranger online? Who shares their husband's private bits? Anyhow, like I said, he never said that. So she rang me ranting and raving and accusing me of this, and I have the messages, and she emailed me. Her and Cando weren't talking at the time. So she's going on that I've told him about this, which I kept saying I did not know, and she kept going, I told you that. And no, she never told me. Never told me about this situation with her late husband. Never. And Candle's never mentioned it to me. Now, it popped up again the other day where she had commented about this, saying that I had told Candle. So I called Candle and I said to him, I read the message and I said, did you ever know about this? And he said, yeah, I did. She told me about it a long time ago. Again, another imagination, a fragment of her imagination. Now, someone said to me a long time ago that that person hears and sees things that, reads things that aren't there, and listens to things differently, and the way they've said, she takes them all completely the other way. And I thought, well, that's a bit mean saying that, but now I know exactly what they mean. All these bullshit lies. Like, who would even share that about their husband? I most definitely didn't even think about it until it was brought up the other day. And then the heading of the video, what was it? Alleged some bullshit in office? I wonder if that person knows what that even means. I mean, that actually means that if you are sharing private health information that you obtained illegally, seriously, what the actual fuck? Do you know what? It's just so humorous at this point. Absolutely humorous. Now, that person cannot say, like in the video, something that I had said something about her mental health. Yeah, sorry. That doesn't hold no water. Absolute bollocks. Because we've all heard the voicemail of her saying that she's going to try and convince Slime, make him question his own mental health. Play on his own insanity. Who says that? Also, she has said many, many a times that she did not believe that KR and Anna Karina were seriously ill with the C word. There's also messages there that she has said they all pull out the fucking cancer card when it suits them. And that KR was a medic, I don't know if she was or not, in the military and could have possibly taken those photos whilst in the military, because Anna Karina had posted some photos of an IV or something, if I recall. So then to put out there that these people are sick, one would have to look in the mirror and question oneself about their possibility, in my opinion, of their own, well, how sick you could be. Because she thought Anna Karenina, and she convinced all of us that Anna Karenina and KR were the same person. Now, at the time when I was speaking to Debs gave, because I questioned her because I didn't believe what she was telling me at the time, she gave me everything. 2 years worth of communications, every email, everything that this person has been up to. And of course, Debs of her communications as well. I asked Debs, am I allowed to share these communications with the persons involved? Because some of those persons involved were Michelle, Slime, Flop, Gertie, and Anna Karenina, Kaylee Rayner, and several other people. So I don't actually give two shits about what people think about me or what they believe or don't believe. I absolutely don't. When I shared what my father did and connections with my family and blah, 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 if you don't believe it, that's a you problem, not a me problem. I'm not scared of nobody. Nobody. Do I sound like a shrinking flower? No, not at all. You know, in the coming, I don't know if it's going to be days or weeks because I have to find some time to showcase everything. Well, I'm not going to say everything because I'm going to keep lots of stuff, up my sleeve, because that person has issued more than one threats to me on the phone, including the last one on Australia Day, where my husband has always been beside me when she's gone on her alleged rants, psychotic, whatever, allegedly, in my opinion. And he actually said, when she was on the phone on Australia Day, just fucking hang up on her. And that's not the first time he has said it. He has witnessed her meltdowns, her breakdowns, and her accusing me of stuff. The usual rinse and repeat shit. Oh, what is it? What has Fiona got on you? Fuck all. How much is she paying you? Fuck all. You see, I will talk to anyone I want to, and I had been. I don't now, but I had been. No one can tell me who to talk to and who not to talk to. Didn't Trevor learn that really quick when he decided to abuse me in a message because I was talking to that person and Cantor? I told him to jog on real quick. Nobody tells me who to talk to. Nobody plays those fucking games with me because I actually don't give a fuck. Now, thank you to that person for bullshitting about who told Debs about that 4-way conversation, because she didn't count on the fact that I would ever speak to Debs again, because she made sure that she spun a lot of shit about me to Debs. Again, lies, while she was trying to be when she was pretending to be my friend, but talking shit behind my back to Debs. She made sure that Debs had this picture painted of me of this awful person. The only person that has apologised at the time was Debs and was very remorseful, and the person that I actually feel sorry for is her, because she put up with this person for 2 years. See, I only put up with her for 6 months, and that right there is a goddamn blessing. Because you know what? The OT, that's an oxygen thief. Wasn't worth a breath of my air that comes out of my fucking lungs. And you know the old bullshit that they all say, oh, they're trying to stop me talking, blah, 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 blah. Who the fuck is trying to stop you talking? I suggest you keep talking. Talk away. Yap, yap, yappity, yap, yap, yap. Because you know what they say about the dog that barks the loudest? I'll let you figure that out. Anyhow, have yourself a lovely day. I'm sure I'll catch up with all those people very, very soon to fill them in on the ins and outs of, well, that person's activities. Oh, before I forget, I sent Michelle some of those things that I had because Michelle asked a particular question. And the question was that Michelle had asked, who was it that did a background check on her? Who was it that did a background check on her, her brother, her mother, her uncle, her aunt, the postie, the shoemaker, the frickin' baker, the gardener? That was the question Michelle asked. And that person couldn't even answer it. She pointed the finger to Debs. Now, I'm not defending anybody here. I am not passing any bucks anywhere. I'm just saying facts. So I sent that screenshot. It wasn't about anyone else that was in that conversation. It wasn't about Cece and it wasn't about Gertie. The proof was right there of who actually done the background check on Michelle and her whole family, her whole suburb and her whole freaking ancestry was actually that person. But Michelle, unfortunately, missed the brief of that message. And no one asked her to. Nobody. I asked her about one person, recollections. That's it. Anyway, that's all I've got to say now, but you are going to be hearing, well, some more, but not everything, because like I said, things are going to get interesting. Anyway, bye for now.